At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Hope you're having a great day. And man, if you've been holding XRP like I've been begging you to buy since 2021, it's a great day. And it's going to be a great year, a great rest of the century, and a great rest of your life. Because XRP is the chosen one. It was birthed from the NSA, our own government. Ripple, the company, was born and designed to be a wing of the Federal Reserve, to bring in the new financial system, to act as the company, the infrastructure, all of that. And it takes all the way back to 1991, these origins. We played the video the other day from how far back or how hard they went to cover the tracks of the origins of XRP, from the INSA in 2010 to transferring it over to Jeb McCaleb in 2012, and to Ripple Labs, to looking like it's now this startup company, when, man, it is the farthest thing from that. And what's funny is Ito, the guy that I played that video from on Twitter, he just got his account shut down on X. And he's one of the he's been telling the most truth, going down the most rabbit holes about XRP, that Ryan Fugger and his family, that goes back to the 1200s. They're a banking cartel. So guys, I'm so glad a lot of you listened. You know, when I woke up this morning and I get DMs and text messages, people saying XRP, oh my God, that's the shit that makes me feel good. Knowing you guys got in early before the hype. And guys, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, the FOMO. I promise you. Just wait until Amazon comes out and says, oh yeah, we're going to be using XRP to settle now for cross-border transactions. People are going to go crazy, and we deserve it. Look at this, the top 100. What are the coins that I've been begging you guys to buy for years? XRP, XLM, HBAR, and what else? Flare. What do you know? Now Flare is starting to shine. Why? Because it needed legislation. Flare is going to bring DeFi to Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Algorand, and XRP. People can now earn yield on coins that just sit in their wallet. Dogecoin is popular. A lot of people own it. You'll be able to earn on it now through Flare. Guys, it's a beast. So congrats to all of you that have just been slowly stacking, getting your monthly drops. Even though the value isn't going up in USD, the amount of coins you've been getting should be skyrocketing. And wow, look at this. Research coin dumped hard. And guess what I just did today? I bought more. I took profits on it. I sold 25% of my bag on that first run up, and now I just bought it all back. I swapped a little bit of that JPMD meme coin. It pumped up like 400% in the last couple of days. You know, when I found it, I made some profits, like 25%, kept the moon bag. It tanked like 90%, and I bought another $50 worth and tripled my bag, and that like 4x. So I added a bunch back, and we are just chilling. Miggles too, guys. The base is going to be the blockchain for retail, and the memes are not going to be what they were ever. All right, the retail's broke. This is going to be an institutional driven cycle where they go for the blue chips. It's all set up where the money is going to flow and stable coins. So I hope you've been paying attention because, man, you're looking at 363 now, XRP. People are going to be pissed they didn't buy under $2. Now under $3 is gone. So anyone that's been waiting, you're now priced out and it's never coming back because guess what? This is not retail doing this. I promise you, retail could not get the price of XRP above $2.20. So this right here are institutions. These are exchanges buying the supply they need. And oh boy, just wait until XRP hits $100 a coin and people are freaking out. Because, guys, market cap is a flawed metric. You cannot use it to value cryptos, okay? That's great for a stock that has outstanding shares and a company. But how do you value a network and a protocol that moves value and transfers value around the world? You don't do that by market cap. So stop thinking these prices can't happen. HBAR can't get the $50. Oh, it can. Believe that. Bitcoin just went to over 100K by printing Tether and a complete Ponzi scheme with a store of value use case. And, oh, it's peer-to-peer digital currency. That failed 10 years ago. The Lightning Network failed. Bitcoin is literally digital gold to store value. I don't even think it will be. Because what happens when XRP passes it and now Bitcoin's number 2? Is it now digital silver? People can't think this far ahead. They're so short-sighted. You know, what is Bitcoin when it's number 2? Is it digital gold? And then what happens if Cubic goes on a massive run and passes Bitcoin? Now it's number 3. Oh, it's digital bronze now? Is Bitcoin really just a store of value or is it going to just keep... I don't know. I don't know, but I just don't see much upside to it compared to the stuff that we've been talking about. Yo, we are. Exactly, bro. Thank you, Matt. Matafaka. We are the new 1%. Exactly, bro. We are the new 1%. I was the only one out here telling you, and you can go back to my YouTube channel and go look. I haven't taken anything down since 2021. It's the same consistent message. That's why I don't grow. That's why I'm still not at 3,000 followers, because people are so tribal and they're so overweighted and over leveraged into their coins. They only want me to talk about their coin. So if they are big into, Corium, and then I talk about Pulse Chain, they don't care. They'll unsubscribe. But of only 1% of you guys have the ability to put that aside and say, okay, I need to diversify. I need to find the best projects in crypto. And, I guess if I do find projects like Bitcoin early, like Ethereum early, like Binance early, like Solana early, all you got to do is just find them and hold them for a long time. And it's that easy. You don't have to do anything. And bro, that's because honestly, J-Dub, I don't care about the clout. I don't care about growing my channel like that. I care about you guys winning. And there's no money in me sitting here saying, okay, guys, buy your flare and stake it and wait 3 years. Okay, guys, buy your hex and make your stakes. All right, guys, buy your HBAR, stake it, get your sauce, get your Dovu, and we'll be playing karate combat events for the next 2-3 years in the bear market to kind of just pass time and wait and stack our bags. Very few people can do that. They need that overnight success. They need the lottery ticket. They're here for the casino, and that is the best way to get wrecked. And I spent the last 5 years doing research every single day, up every morning at 6 o'clock, listening to Ivan on Tech, listening to CypherX, listening to Mickey B. Fresh, listening to Maximus, listening to these guys that are obsessed with it like me, but they go put research together and put presentations together where I can't do that. I can't put together an hour-long presentation and go through and do that. It just bores people to death. But I have the ability to do all that research and find all the projects, so it saves you guys that work. You could trust that I'm here and I'm going to tell you about the best projects, because I don't even have ads here. I'm not allowed to make money. It costs me money to do this. StreamYard's $125 a month. The microphone and equipment I had to buy, I'm in for thousands and thousands of dollars that it's cost me streaming, but I don't care. I enjoy doing it. I feel like it's my moral obligation that I don't have to get up and go to work and bust my ass for someone else for a paycheck that is way less than I deserve. I can wake up and do whatever I want. And by me not sharing all the alpha, and like when I listen to these streams and listen to these presentations and I read posts that Smoke Dog puts up every single day about XRP or Quant or Stellar or stuff, the interviews he does with Max, it's like, oh my God, it's so obvious to me that these are going to be the biggest winners. So how do I relay this message to you guys when the entire mainstream is saying the opposite of me? I'm here every day doing the research and I'm asking people, come on the show and tell me how I'm wrong. Please tell me how I got it wrong, how we got to get this right. But no one will. No one's done it. And that's how I feel the most confident about it. And being in the mastermind group with Jay Claver and being in the Carbon One, paying $100 a month to be with people that are a lot wealthier than me, have a lot more experience in the business world, because I was in commercial real estate. So that's one, small sector of business. But, I met business owners and met a lot of people. But when you just are around successful people, they think differently, they talk differently, and that's where I like to learn. So I feel like, it is what it is. I don't care about the numbers, and that's why I show all my all right. Looks like the my mic doesn't want to work. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, guys, I don't care. I'm not here to make money off you guys. I'm here to show you and tell you the best projects that you need to get into, that we're going to be here for the next 15, 20 years. The Amazons, the Teslas, the projects that you have a once in a lifetime opportunity to front run the institutions and front run the big money and front run the greatest transfer in wealth in human history. You have the opportunity, and you still do. You're not late. Buying XRP at 350, it's like buying Bitcoin at 10, 20 bucks if you have the ability to hold. But a lot of people don't. But even Flare right now, what's it at? 2 cents? Yeah, 2 cents. Criminally undervalued. Flare's going to go to at least $1 or $2. Velo. I mean, crypto bank. what is wrong with my mic. Guys, this is crazy. Hold on one second. Let me try something here. Man, I gotta get a new computer, but I really can't afford it right now. Which sucks. Because the bull market should be here by now. We should be pumping super hard, but we're not. All right. All right, we should be back. And nope, the camera. Yeah, I got to sacrifice camera. Only one extension works. Yeah, J-Dub, we should be back. Let me know. But yeah, what did you hear me last? So I was talking about Stronghold and how they are one of the chosen ones, that XRP back in the day was created in like 2005. They were talking about it. It was born in 2012, and then they realized, oh shit, there's way too much for one company to do this. We need XLM to do kind of peer-to-peer too. XRP was for banks, cross-border payments, the big money. And then Stellar came along in like 2014, maybe. And 4 years later, they realized, shit, this is way too much. We need to start Stronghold and Velo, one company for Asia, one for the United States, to really handle all the online merchants and QR code scanning, peer-to-peer. And guess what, guys? Stripe owns 2% of XLM supply. So as soon as I found that out years ago, it was like, okay, XLM is a chosen one. It's so obvious. Why would Stripe buy that? Because they know Stronghold has been being worked on since 2018. They had their stable coin with IBM. They've been building private networks for companies for years. And it's so obvious, guys. So Stronghold at under 2 cents right now is a massive buy. You got to get a bag of this. I'm telling you, like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not like you're going to buy it and it's going to be soup. Once these things start to go up, they're not going to come back down. They will come down maybe 20, 30%, but they're not going to crash. It's done. Because what drives the value of these is using the network, money being moved around, Stronghold getting acquired by somebody. That's what's coming. And we have a debit card coming where you can spend your crypto. They have rewards coming where you're going to be able to start earning on your SHX. And I finally figured out how to stake my Cubic. I did it 2 days ago. And guess what the APR is? 194%. I couldn't believe it. I saw that and I was stoked. So I finally figured it out. You come to the Q Earn tab. Come on. We can do this. There we go. And then I have it on my phone on the Cubic wallet. So you just scan the little thing and it connects it. Well, 194% APR. I put $1 billion in here. So I don't know what that's going to produce, but man, if I can make like a couple $100 million in the next 6-8 months, that would be crazy. Oh man, see it dropped down to 88%. All right, it was 190 when I did it a day and a half ago. So every week, I guess you can do a lock or whatever. So you hit start locking, and then there was a thing to all right, never mind. I am locked. All right, whatever. All right, okay, I'll just show it here. Current bonus amount 101 billion. Full reward. Yeah, no, I'm not unlocking early. 14%. Yeah, we got to do it every week. All right, so I guess it's weekly. But yeah, I put a bunch in here. I put my whole bag in there. We'll see what happens. So cubic staking, guys, holy shit, this is freaking massive. No one else was telling you about that for the last year. Cubic. And look at this, guys. Hedera, Japan go crazy for a HBAR. I'm shocked that Jasmine's not on here. Number one crypto in the country. Switzerland, Austria, Japan, something big is brewing. Ripple, Flare, Algorand, Stellar. See, they know that the American coins, Trump is going to do something about this. The Trump administration supports de minimis tax exemption for crypto. We'll continue to explore legislative solutions. The administration is still keen on getting de minimis tax exemptions for crypto in future legislation. Current IRS rules state that individuals must report crypto transactions regardless whether they result in a gain or loss. The Trump administration says, yeah, take that and get it the hell out of here. We're definitely receptive to make crypto payments easier and more efficient for those who seek to use it. Simple for buying a cup of coffee. Of course, that can't happen, but with de minimis exemption, perhaps in the future, we could accomplish that. These are tax exemptions for minor crypto transactions for small personal payments. Guys, they're on their way to getting rid of tax for this, I believe. How sick is that going to be? Like, Trump's going to do something and start a fury. And now that XRP is pumping, Sologenics, for you guys that don't know, that's the DEX on the XRP ledger, the main DEX on the XRP ledger, and it is deflationary. The supply is burnt every day. And listen to this.
On the long term, because I think I heard you mention it earlier, just talking about, being able, to tokenize some of these more, financial vehicles like ETFs, things like that. I don't know how much you can say, but are those things going to be ready on day one at the launch, or is that still kind of that further on long-term vision?
We want to provide access to all public stocks and ETFs on day one.
All public stocks and ETFs on day one. So Solotex is this company that Solo and Corium are working with, and you'll be able to go and have access to it. Instead of having to go through a broker, you can go swap your XRP for an ETF or whatever. And this is also like a lot of this is going to be on Flare too, where they're going to have decentralized exchanges and decentralized marketplaces to trade these commodities and all these tokenized assets, guys. Like, none of this could have happened without the legislation that got passed today. That's why this was like, it's a huge day. And that's why you're starting to see all of our gems pumping like crazy, because this is where the institutions are focusing on stable coins and DeFi and building out Web3 on HBAR, earning yield and saving money with XRP and XLM, moving money around the world. Like, it's so obvious. And then Flare is the DeFi hub for that. And research coin down this much. Holy shit. It is a buying opportunity. 38 cents. Damn, I got it at 39.5. So if I was a little more patient, I could have got probably another 5 or 10 coins, but oh well. I love that dip. Brian Armstrong's coin, you got to be kidding me. People are dumping it right now. And when we first found it, it was at like 30, where's May 7th or 8th down here. So 32, 34 cents, 35 cents, 30, whatever. We're still in profit. Like I told you, I sold some up here and then just rebought it back at half the price almost. So little wins, guys. And the karate event, Friday and Saturday, there's 2 events. Alex Pereira's sister's fighting for a title. So get your bets in, or if you want, delegate them with me. That way you'll never miss an event. If you forget about one or you miss it or whatever, that's why the delegating is so cool. But karate, another reason I love Hedera. The Genius Act, XRP, was documented 3 times in it. The legislation mandates reserve requirements, licensing frameworks, and interoperability standards seeking to integrate stablecoins like Ripple's RLUSD into mainstream finance while mitigating systemic risks. For XRP, this is regulatory clarity could amplify its utility since RLUSD transactions on the XRPL already account for over 95% of the stablecoin activity, with each transaction requiring XRP for payments. Let's go. I'm not going to read it all, but guys, like RLUSD is the stable coin that they're going to push super hard. Circle, obviously, too, because they need competition. You can't have a monopoly. And there's going to be Paxos and a few other ones, but I'm just praying that PDI on Pulse Chain is the one. So in the past 4 hours, XRP volume and net inflows. Here's what's next, because the law is in multiple parts, not just one set. Tomorrow, the stablecoin bill will be signed into law on a Friday afternoon. This weekend will be speculation as to what happens. Next week, businesses, banks, corporations will begin digesting the law and setting their course. Lots of decisions, and expect announcements of strategies starting to hit like wildfire. No one wants to be last. The Clarity Act goes to Senate. The rest of crypto market still needs their law in place. This could take months. Guys, this won't be for another year or so. They're going to stall this on purpose to give certain companies right now a heads-up advantage and a kickstart on the industry. That's what I'm hearing from people way smarter than me and on private calls and stuff. So that means the final set of law isn't here for another 2 months at least. Guys, it's going to be a year. It'll probably be Q3 or Q4 of 2026. The stablecoin law opens the floodgates of money to enter the crypto space, bringing massive on-ramps for the next 2 months. This is the key that unlocks everything, unlocks the entire U.S. capital markets to throw every single dollar to crypto space they can. We're now in the price before law timeline, and it can come out of nowhere at any moment. Good luck, guys. Look at that. Holy moly. SEC is going to use XRP. The SEC is weighing an innovation exemption from regulations to incentivize tokenization after the U.S. House passed the bill. Staff is considering what other changes may be appropriate to incentivize tokenization with our regulatory framework, including an innovation exemption that would permit novel ways of trading and more narrowly tailored forms of relief to facilitate the building of other components of a tokenized security system. How's that XRP, though? Yup, here's this is my man right here. CyberX, follow him. He has so much alpha. His streams are amazing. He gets it. And he's one of the ones that has drilled into my head. Do not sell your freaking crypto, your XRP, your Stellar, your blue chips. Stop focusing on price. Now we never have to sell our crypto. In the digital future, we can lend, borrow, liquid stake, provide liquidity, turning our idle XRP into passive income generating machines. And that's for all the blue chips, not just XRP. And it's all coming with Flare, guys, and other companies that have been building out under NDAs that no one's going to be telling you about. All right. So, it's just incredible. All the coins that I've been talking about, all bear market. Looking like an idiot talking about the dead dinosaur coins. Why the bankers coins? I'm here to make money. I don't give a shit. So that's that. And then Dovu Shout out. They've been following us for a while, since we've been doing this for 3 years, talking about them. They started out with carbon credits and realized it's very hard to do. And now they have transitioned to carbon credits and real world assets. And this has been one of the best performing alts on Hedera. Liquid staking, it's like 18% a year. You stake it once, you never have to touch it again. Your rewards come forever. Never have to unstake. You can just sell whenever you want. And same thing with Saucer Swap. You stake your coins, you get the reward coin XSauce. You never have to unstake it. You can just swap the XSauce. It's liquid in your wallet. And Saucer Swap, their security audit for Saucer Swap mobile kicks off Monday, which is great. That's going to be huge to have their mobile app. As even Saucer Swap, man, it's humbling that they follow me. You know, I was here day one in the pre-sale talking about them, and it's awesome. You know, I will always be shilling Saucer Swap because it really is the best DEX on Hedera. They are 100% community ran, community driven, and they listen to the community. And there's never been a red flag since day one. And they realize there's competition out there, and they don't shit talk them. They realize there's enough out there for everyone to win. And they're not out there like trash talking their competition. Like, they're really good people, guys. So if you don't have HBAR and Sauce, you got to get it. If you don't have XRP and the DEX solo, you got to get it. If you don't have XLM and Stronghold and Velo, you got to get them. And then Flare too. It just is what it is. They're going to be some of the best performing cryptos moving forward. Do you think we'll have a pullback soon? If so, what targets do you expect? I don't. It depends tomorrow if how bad the Tether news is. Because I heard they're going to have a press conference, and I just have a sneaking suspicion Tether is going to drag the market down. But this has already been planned. So if we do have a pullback, it's just going to be a V-shaped recovery. So get your bags packed now. And, you know, if you know how to set limit orders, that's what you got to do. Have them set up for the coins that you want. What's up, Vibra? XRP is going to 4 digits. I hope so, bro, but I don't think it's going to be 4 digits till 2030. I'm more of a realist. I would love it to happen. I think we're going to get to like $30, $50 this year. And then I think next year we're going to start to see 4 digits. But if it's faster than that, I would love it. But I've been here for 5 years, and as slow as governments and everything moves around the world, I just realized, like, okay, it's probably going to be another year or so. But that's okay. It gives us more time to keep buying, because exactly under $5 is still a buy. And like, even if like right now you feel like XRP, yeah, okay, XRP is pumped right now. It probably will come down a little bit from here. But you know what? That's why, okay, maybe you look at Stellar. Maybe you look at HBAR. Maybe you look at Flare. Maybe you look at Cubic. You don't have to keep buying XRP. Like, a lot of these coins, I think, are going to move very similarly. XRP, XLM, HBAR, Algorand, they seem to pump the hardest, and they pump very similarly. But will XRP eventually take the cake and start to run hardest? I think so. But we're going to need to see it used to settle a lot of different things. And, you know, it's going to be great. Would you put 100% of your XRP in Jay Claver's fund or keep some inside? So what I did, bro, is I have my IRA, my Roth with iTrust Capital. I set it up in 2020. It's been there for years, and I'm moving that over. I'm in process, but my biggest 3 holdings are XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant, and Algorand, and I don't want to move it all over until he can custody everything. But I think that there's gonna be storage like that. Like he's just the first to do this, but there's gonna be a lot of other places where they offer institutional custody. Like Anchorage or these other companies will start offering the same type thing. But like, I'll put it this way, bro. I don't know anybody that's ever been actually hacked. Okay. Everybody that has lost their crypto, they got drained or they clicked on a bad link. They clicked on a bad email. They did something. I don't know anybody that has taken stuff seriously, connected to the same dApps, done the same stuff, and woke up one morning and everything was gone. I don't know anybody. So, you know, I would personally, I think the Ngrave is like the safest wallet out there. Like there's no, if you just send it in there, like nothing's ever going to happen to that. Like the only reason I'm moving my stuff in there is because it's in I Trust Capital and I can't earn anything. With Jake, I can earn on some of these assets. So that's intriguing to me. But if I held a lot of XRP liquid outside that IRA, which unfortunately I don't, I probably wouldn't do that unless I had 100,000 or more XRP and other cryptos, and I would just set everything up with him and get like my trust or LLC, whatever it is, set up for life, because inevitably that's where it's going. So, you know, if my other cryptos start to really pump hard, I would love to use Jake for more than just my IRA, but like I'm not moving 100% of my iTrust Capital account. I'm only moving those 5 and maybe Chainlink too. So 6 coins: HBAR, XLM, XRP, Quant, Algorand, and Chainlink. So other than that, and maybe like Uniswap, but probably not. I'm just going to move those 6 and leave everything else in iTrust Capital because it's just as safe, I think, almost. And I like the ability to be trading it consistently. With Anchorage there, it's more long-term. And you set it there, you're trying to earn a little bit. But, yeah, bro, I really like Jake. I'm learning a lot from him. And it's for very wealthy people, bro. Like if we can do it all ourselves too. You could set your own LLC up and you can go through the process yourself. It's more of a convenience thing for people that have the money to afford it. You know, you can do it all yourself for cheaper, probably. So that's always an option too. But look at an Ngrave, bro, that wallet, and even of like Trezors or Decent Wallet. If you don't expose your key and you just buy a new one and you just send it your XRP in there just to hold, you're good to go. So I'm not really worried about it, bro. Like even the Lobster Wallet thing. I love Lobster Wallet. It's great. Just because he knows people that were stupid and got scammed, that's not Lobster Wallet's problem. Anyone can make a coin and put it out there. When you're using DeFi and these dApps that are actually decentralized, anyone can put anything out there. It's on you to do your own research. And I've never had one problem with Lobster. I actually love it because I always get these random coins that are sent to me that are probably scam coins, but I just convert them to Aqua and then convert my Aqua to more Stronghold. So I love Lobster Wallet. You know, it's been great for me. So the fact that like he doesn't like it at all, I don't agree with that. You know, but I'm different. I custody my own assets. I have a separate cell phone that I use. I have a older iPhone that has no service on it. I have no email hooked up. I started a brand new iCloud and I just downloaded all my wallets. I don't have any text on there. I don't have Discord, Telegram. Nothing is on there but my crypto apps. And I use it and then just shut it off. And I have my computer that has, like, this laptop has one wallet on it, which I need to get a new computer and make this my crypto only computer for like a MetaMask. But I'm honestly going to just download the Internet Money wallet, I think, for that's on Pulse Chain, and that'll get rid of the problem and just put that on that phone. But yeah, bro, if it depends on how much you have. And You know, if you aren't going to sell it for a long, long time, then put it with him. But if you're going to take some profits, you know, definitely keep some to sell. If I have any interest in Ape Chain or Ape Coin, zero, bro. That was cool last cycle. That blew up, and things it's just it'll never catch the hype. Look at like Pudgy Penguins and the new round of memes this cycle that are taking the thunder. You know, the ape chains and the ape coin are going to eventually die out in the next 10 years, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, if you don't know about Switch.win, start using this to swap. It's a better Uniswap. So for Ethereum, Base, use this. It's way, way cheaper. You get a better deal. They charge way, way, way less. The fees are at the absolute minimum. And Switch.win is my new sponsor. And they pay me nothing. I'm their best client. And guys, here we go. Tyler Mobius from Smart Media Technologies, Block V, and Swarm Markets. We've been talking about them for a long time, how they are taking over the NFT stuff, the NFT scene. When you open your app and you go to Starbucks and your new gift card is an NFT and you order on your phone and all the items are on there and you get an NFT for each purchase and reward points. Like that's them. And this is what he said today.
Well, it just happened. The House and the Senate just passed the Genius Act. What this means is that the issuance of stablecoins are legal, so long as they're backed by U.S. fiat and so forth. You can look at it and learn more if you care. But the TLDR here is that this is a massive day, a huge unlock, not only for crypto and for Web3, but for digital commerce as a whole. The future of programmable money, the amount of money that's moving across stablecoins right now today is larger than all of the money that moves across Visa and MasterCard's networks combined, just to give you a sense. And we've accomplished this scale and all of this without any clear guidance from the US government on whether it's even legal or not. But today, that has changed. It's a major unlock. We've been building for this moment at SMT for years now and powering Visa's Web3 loyalty infrastructure and the My Olympic Rewards program, and really building towards the vision of being able to tokenize every loyalty point to allow every consumer to be able to tap to pay with their points. And we have built the tech, we've enabled the user experience, and now it has been deemed legal to be able to do that.
Because the crazy thing is like the banks and the technology that they're about to roll out, it was ready years ago. Some of this stuff like that he's had here, it was ready years ago, but they couldn't do it because of the threat of Gary coming after you. So it's just such a shame that how far we could have been down the road, but these damn boomers, man, and they're just so stuck in their ways. They don't want to give up power. They don't want to admit their stuff is not as good as this new stuff, but we're here, guys, and now it's about to be unleashed.
And we have clear guidance on what rules and regulations need to be accomplished to really scale that. So huge kudos to the industry, everybody who's been involved, all of the support, our innovative clients, all of the amazing masterminds that have gotten us to here to this point. Big kudos to the House and to the Senate. Go America. Well done. Investing and supporting innovation. Love it. So a lot more to come. Really excited for what the future has for us.
That's awesome. Guys, I think we're going to see fireworks. Mr. Rock Jockey, have to replay. Hey, replay gang all day. What do I think XRP tops this cycle? Bro, I think XRP is going to have its own cycle. I think XRP is going to be the new Bitcoin moving forward. I think XRP is going to get to $50, $60 by the end of this year, and then just keep going up from there. But it's going to depend on it being adopted by the banks, by businesses, RLUSD being very, very prevalent, or the go-to for stable coins, back end to Swift. If we get derivatives in the future, BlackRock, the new exchange in Texas. So once it's being used at scale, bro, that the price just it just keeps going up and up and up. Like it's hard to say where it tops, because I don't know how much is going to get adopted. If we only get, the stock market or a portion of Swift, yeah, we get to like $50, but we start to get more than that. The reverse carry trade starts to unwind, Tether unwinds, and then all of a sudden BlackRock is really showing XRP ETF. That's when it could pump to $100 real quick. So we just need to see these things happen, and it's just a matter of time. And that's the great thing, is it doesn't matter, bro. The most important thing is you just owning the coins and having the conviction to hold through all the FUD. And as the price starts to go up now, it'll be a lot easier to do. Pulse Wallet about to be in set and profit tonight. Beautiful. Richie's going to be feeling great. What's ETH at? 3,600. Let's go. Bitcoin 120. Incredible. Incredible. I love it. But yeah, look at that. The top, my list. I'm up 7.3 on my coins that are on the top 1,000 here that they list, and no one else is above 5.7. Not one other in the sixes. Oh yeah, the top 106. Vibra 7.3. See, I'm consistently better. I pick the best performing coins, and these will be, I promise you. I did not waste the last 5 years researching the blue chips to figure out and get lied to and manipulated and distracted. I found the winners: Stronghold, Velos, Flares, and then in DeFi, the Titan X ecosystem, Pulse Chain. We got them all, guys. PTGC is going to explode. We didn't even talk about DeSci tonight, and Bill Nye and Creator Bid. That's about to blow up. Tokenization, real world assets, Realio up 15%. Ondo. I mean, look at Sologenics. The DEXs always outperform. Sauce and HBAR, very similar. That's pretty crazy. But usually Pulse X should outperform Pulse Chain. Sologenics will outperform HBAR. And this is the exciting part of the cycle, guys. So congratulations for you guys that held through. You guys that stacked XRP. You actually listened. It's going to pay off. And we will be the new 1%. Don't get fudded out. You do not need to sell your blue chips, guys. HBAR, Stellar, XRP, Quant, Stronghold, Velo. Algorand. Do not sell them. Hold on to them. Borrow against. If you don't understand that, follow Cypress. Go follow him. And all his streams, that's what he hammers home, is do not sell your stuff. Hold it and treat them like businesses. Treat each crypto like a business you can put to work, instead of you going and being a slave for another person or another business. You put your assets to work for you. So he's got so many videos out. Every day he's releasing videos. I watch every day pretty much. Fridays, he does like a live stream for an hour or two with his group. Guys, he's awesome. And I've been following him for years. And it's the same consistent message, just like me. I've been talking about the same coins over and over and over. A new one comes along. Yeah, we add it to the list. But then it's the same things over and over and over. Is there a protocol for XRP-backed loans yet? Not yet. But they're coming. They are coming very soon, bro. Tomorrow, once everything gets passed, I wouldn't be surprised if on Monday we see on Twitter a new project that is now up and running for XRP loans. Like, all we need is legislation, bro. Like, we have it on Pulse Chain. You can take loans out because it's pure DeFi. And the XRP ledger is pure DeFi. You should be able to do that. But now that it's not a gray question anymore, or like a gray area, it's coming soon, bro. So smash that like button, guys. 268 of you in here. Appreciate all the love and support. We made it through the bear market. This is where it gets exciting. Just do not go rotating. All right. If for some reason you have research coin only and Titan X and Propy, and you're like, oh my God, my 3 coins are down, everything else is pumping, that's when you buy more of these 3. Okay. Do not sell them when they're down. Do not sell bags, especially if they're good projects that you've been holding. You identified in the bear market, they're just not quite moving yet. That's okay. The time will come. Because if you just zoom out to the last month or the last year, now all of a sudden, wow, okay, I guess this really puts things into perspective, how suppressed we still are in a lot of these coins. So let the pump come to you. Don't rotate. Don't chase. And guess what? You will be the new, well, we will be the new 1%. Exactly. Jenna, XRP DeFi very, very, very soon. Yeah, I would not be surprised if literally this weekend new projects start to be announced, or even a loaning protocol is live. All we need is legislation, guys. It's all there. All the infrastructure, everything I feel like has been built. It's just, why would you risk getting yourself into trouble when all you got to do is wait a little bit? So congratulations. You made it through the hard part. You made it through the FUD. We front ran the stupid institutions that are now obsessing over their L2s on Ethereum, which we realized a year and a half, 2 years ago, that is not the solution. The end game is in open source, public, decentralized blockchains, just like Stellar, just like the XRP ledger, just like Algorand, and even better, the best technology out there, Hedera Hashgraph. So smash that like button, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.